What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps. It's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday, but I got them tiger threads out today, repping the D. In case y'all didn't know, I absolutely love my city. I absolutely love my city. I mean, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you probably noticed I wear a lot of Detroit sports gear, and that's not just to like show off for y'all. Oh, look at all the gear. That's how I dress. I wear a lot of athletic gear. They call it athleisure, but I wear a lot of athletic gear because, you know, I'm a very active guy. I absolutely love sports. I love the spirit of competition. Absolutely, I do. There is just, I don't know, it's something about just competing, giving everything that you have, that I've always loved and will always appreciate. And yeah, I've got a lot of Detroit sports stuff. I've got some non-Detroit sports stuff too. I just don't have nearly as much of the non-Detroit sports stuff as I do actual Detroit sports stuff. And the thing is, y'all haven't even seen all of the Detroit sports merch that I have. Like, you know, I'm just now wearing one of my jerseys. I think I've got like 6 baseball jerseys. I don't know. I might wear them all in a row. It depends on what the Tigers do. You know, if the Tigers lose, I think the game is today. Maybe I won't wear any more of my Tigers jerseys. Or maybe I will, just because of the excitement that they've created for the city by going to the playoffs. Even if they, you know, lose this round, I still might just go ahead and rock my Tiger stuff that I have, because I've got a lot. But that's not why you're here. Okay, you want me to talk about Lenny Kravitz being celibate, right? So let's dive into that. Lenny Kravitz, who many women find to be very desirable. You know, he's a bit of a sex symbol. You know, you guys know he's a musician. Women love Lenny Kravitz. He's got a style about him that women really love. He's got an aura about him that women find very attractive. And so he's been celibate for some years. I can't remember what the exact number is, you know, but he has been celibate for some years. I want to say it's like 8 years, something like that. It might be 8 years, y'all. I could be wrong though, but being celibate is tough, right? If you go celibate for a year, that's rough. Unless you really got something that's distracting you. You know, when I was in college, I was celibate for 2 years. And this really wasn't me choosing to be celibate. It just kind of happened that way. I was really focused, and you know, I was doing a bunch of working, and I didn't have much of a social life. You know, I wasn't really hanging out with any girls. The girls that I was hanging out with, they were at school, and you know, there was just no like romantic chemistry there. So I found myself being celibate for 2 years. And when I tell people this, they find it hard to believe. They're shocked. Like, you were celibate for 2 years? Yeah, but it wasn't me choosing to be celibate. It just kind of happened gradually. But in Lenny Kravitz's case, bro is choosing to be celibate. He's choosing not to go out there and get no box. And you know, it's a choice, because him. You know, he could easily get that. If he leaves out today, he can go grab 10 chicks and come back with them all at the same time and bang all of them, if that's what he want to do, because simply his name itself. Hey, thank you, brother. I had a gentleman, you know, y'all saw him. He was in my frame. He came walking with me just to come to me, and he gave me the thumbs up and salute, because, you know, people like what I'm doing out here. I get some weird reactions when I'm out here in real time talking to y'all, but the majority of the time I get pretty positive reactions to what I'm doing. So I love that. I love my city. I love the people of my city. You know, I'm just always going to be somebody that's out here and about talking to everybody. It doesn't matter how big this gets. You know, like, really, it doesn't matter how big this gets. I'm still very small. I got like, what, 3,300 subscribers? So very small channel. It doesn't matter if I had 100,000 subscribers. I'ma still be out here vlogging the way that I do when I'm walking, doing my 10,000 steps. I'ma still be connecting with my peoples. I'ma still be out here, man. I'm never gonna be too Hollywood. Not to say that I would ever get to that level, but you guys get what I mean. People, they make a couple dollars, they get a certain level of success, and then they kind of turn their nose up. Stuff that they used to do, they think they above it now. I'm never gonna get to that level to where coming out here walking and connecting with people, which is something I thoroughly enjoy, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. No, I'm gonna always come out here. At the very least, I'm gonna always come out here and get my 10,000 steps in, y'all. So that's never going away. I know there have been a few days y'all didn't get uploads, like the vlogs, and that's gonna be far and few in between where you guys don't get any vlogs from me. So those of you who've been with me since day one, since I started doing this, stick with me. I'm not planning on stop doing this anytime soon. But as I were about Lenny Kravitz, women say that him doing this, being celibate, is very sexy. It's very attractive. You know, it makes him even more desirable. Look, make no mistake about this. The only reason why women find it to be so attractive, so desirable, is because it's him. This is a guy who they already want to bang, and he like out there not slanging it. So this just makes them want it even more, because here is a guy that has the option of going out there and getting any chick he wants and banging her. He has that option. If Lenny Kravitz decides right now, I just want to go smash 20 chicks all raw for whatever reason, I mean, I don't recommend that, but if he decides right now that that's what he wants to do, I just want to go bang 20 chicks raw, I just want to go out and get them, they're all going to say yes. He can go out driving a bus, charter a bus, and step out and talk to them individually, like, hey, want to come back with me? I got some other ladies here, they're coming back too, we're gonna do this thing. They're all going to say yes, because it's him. So don't think that if it's you, women are gonna find it equally as desirable. Nobody cares if you and I are celibate at all. If I go celibate right now for another 2 years or another 5 years, all I'm gonna do is just go the next 5 years without getting any box. Nobody's gonna care. Women are not gonna find me more attractive, more desirable as a result of it. Because think about this. There are so many men out right now that simply are not getting laid. They don't have the ability to get laid. Women don't find them attractive as it is. Them not getting laid month after month, year after year. I mean, guys like that would end up being the school sprayers. They be mad at the world. Well, I ain't gonna drop any of their names, man, in my video. Forget that. I'm not gonna bring any sort of visibility to them. But you guys, you know who I'm talking about. The guys that go to the schools and do the spraying, mad at the world because they can't get laid and whatnot. So men who can't get laid, they're just men who can't get laid. Nobody cares. Women aren't gonna find you any more desirable. It's the fact that this is a guy that they already are hot for. It's the fact that this is a guy who's basically a sex symbol, who can go out and get any woman that he wants. He has access to whatever he wants when he wants, and choosing not to. That's why they find it so desirable with him doing it. You and I couldn't pull that off, brother. We couldn't hope to ever pull that off. There is no way that we would have women trying to bang us more simply because we're choosing not to get laid. Lenny Kravitz could probably keep a woman. He could probably get with a woman right now and keep her without having to bang her. There ain't many dudes that could pull that off, because women want to get laid just as much as men do. So if it's a woman and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're not handling that business, she gonna get up out of there, man, because she gonna think there's just something wrong with you. Dude over there got the music playing. He over by the lighthouse where I was at walking the other day. But they just gonna think something is wrong with you, you some weirdo, whatever. See, because he has status and clout and celebrity, he can be weird and they think it's hot. That's the difference between us, man. That is the difference between you and I and a Lenny Kravitz. He can do all types of weird stuff and they not gonna think it's weird, they gonna think it's hot. You and I try to pull that and we just weird for no reason. You're weird for no reason. So I think you guys get the point. You know, Lenny Kravitz is celibate and has been celibate for some years, and women love him for it. They want to bang him even more. They're even more hot for him. But that dynamic only exists because he is who he is. You and I can never pull that off. It would take us becoming him. It would take us becoming the equivalent of him in our own way. You know, because you can't mimic somebody else. There's only one him. But it would take us becoming an equivalent to him in our own way to be able to pull that off. You know, he has status, clout, celebrity, to where women ain't gonna leave him. All right, if he like, look, for the next 5 years, baby, I'm just never gonna do nothing with you. Like, we can hold hands, we can go out on dates, we can kiss, anything but sex. Bro, she not leaving him. She just gonna play with it. She'll happily play with it because he's Lenny Kravitz. She is not gonna complain. She's not gonna argue about it because she know that he's not gonna bend on what he's saying. She's not even gonna test it. She is gonna stay there. He could be like, you know, if you with me for 5 years, if you stay with me for 5 years, then we can have as much as you want, as wild as you want, whatever. Man, they staying. I'm telling you, they just gonna play with it. They gonna get all types of vibrators and roses and all that sort of stuff, and they never gonna complain about it. But that's the difference between when you somebody like him and when you guys like us, you know, the average Joes. If we tell some chick we not gonna smash her, man, she about to get up out of there. And if she don't get up out of there right away, she gonna be getting smashed by somebody else. Don't think she just going without getting anything. She'll be telling you, oh, I was working late. The number one reason given for cheating, I was working late. Remember that. So I'm gonna leave this there, y'all. I appreciate y'all connecting with me. Keep doing these steps. Holla at y'all. Peace.